Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's live stream of America's Train SU-99. For the savvy at mind, you will know that I'm at the Wanacue Ave grade crossing in Pompton Lakes. The SU-99 should be arriving relatively shortly. Today is Wednesday, June 18th, 2 days before my birthday. This is my birthday chase before I head out on my 7-night cruise. Don't know much about the train makeup tonight. I do know it has 4 units. I believe there's another SD33 Eco Leader. Surprise, surprise. But when we see him momentarily, we can confirm that. Got a late start today. He was late arriving this morning. Not pulling into the yard until well after 9 a.m. Probably about 3 hours or 4 hours behind when he normally pulls in. So I got a report that he was through Rochelle Park at 6 o'clock. So that would put it in about 45 minutes, give or take, to Butler. It is 6:30. It is about 10 minutes east of Butler. So I would say within the next 5 minutes he should be showing up. And we'll just sit here and wait for him. For those of you that don't know, the SU-99 is a either bi or tri-weekly run. It goes from Ridgefield Park, New Jersey to Binghamton, New York, and then points west. Usually Syracuse. Sometimes cars are interchanged with the NS at Binghamton, and they may head out to Buffalo. But for the most part, most of the traffic either terminates in Binghamton or goes north to Syracuse to points west. Welcome to the two of you who are just joined the stream. We are awaiting SU-99. It should be here probably within about 5 minutes at the most, I would say. This is my birthday chase. My birthday is in 2 days. But I will not be here on my birthday. I'll be leaving for a cruise. So this is the last chase for me before my birthday. Give a shout out to anyone who's here. If you have any comments, please put them into the comment section. Any questions, and I'll answer them if I can. The regular rail fan of the NYSNW will know that we're in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey at the Wanacue Ave grade crossing. Seems like at some point in the near past, this crossing had a little work. I had heard rumors that this signal pole right here was taken out. And that's why you have a brand new signal pole with an electronic bell. This crossing always had mechanical bells, and the masts hadn't been painted in decades. They were all rusted out. So it looks like they put a new signal in on this side and painted up the poles, the masts, to make them look nice. If I remember correctly, I might be wrong, but I think the bell was on this signal for the longest time over here. But it's not there anymore. The electronic signal, or the electronic bell they installed, is now on this mast over here. It's been a while since I filmed here. It's just not a normal spot for me because if you see the train here, you are not going to get ahead of them anytime soon. It is an ordeal to get out of here with the traffic. The interstate is a good 4 miles away in traffic with a bunch of traffic lights. So this is not a spot I would normally come to. If you're going to stay in one spot and film, it's great. If this is your terminating spot, it's great. But if you're going to chase them anywhere west, this is not a good place to go. You could theoretically buzz over to 287, I guess, but even that, still has its issues. So, should be here within a couple of minutes. He was at Rochelle Park at 6 o'clock, which would put him here about 6:40-ish. Current time is 6:30, so it might be a little early. But I wanted to start the stream just to get everything set up and running. Hopefully, he'll be here soon. So let's just sit back, observe the view. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer them. Shout out to Yaritzi Rodriguez. Hello. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yaritzi. Let me know, are you an NYSNW Rail fan? Do you live in the area? Did you just happen upon this feed for God only knows what reason? What do you know? Let me know. Hello to Asher Trains fan. I pose to you the same question. Are you a normal fan of the NYSNW? Do you live in the New Jersey, New York area? Or did you just happen upon this feed by chance? I do have a lot of videos posted to my YouTube channel, The Chase Is On, DVDs. I have probably 20 years of material to put up. I've put up maybe the last 4 or 5 years. Probably 4 years so far. Working on categorizing everything, digitizing it into the MP4 format and getting it uploaded. It's a slow process, but I will do it over time. There will be some premium content too. I've had trips on international railroads like the White Pass in Yukon, from Alaska to the Canadian border. I've done the Flam Railway in Norway. So that'll be premium content once I can enable that section, but I have to have 500 subscribers before I can do that. So if you could do me a solid and hit the subscribe button right now, we are well on our way. We're probably about halfway there by now, maybe a little less. So where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know in the comments. Anxious to know. Don't know the length of the train, but he does have 4 units, the typical 4 units, but it doesn't really mean anything. They almost always have 4 units. Looks like there is possibly an SD33 Eco leader. I don't know why the 70 Max aren't leading as of late. It's been like months since I've seen one lead. I don't know if there is an operational issue with them. They have cab signals, so they're allowed on the southern tier. I don't know if it's a fuel economy issue or a lack of tonnage issue that doesn't necessitate an SD70 Mac. You know, I'm sure they use more fuel than the 33 Ecos do. But, you know, it would be nice to see a little variety once in a while. But, you know, the railroad's not in it for the allure of it. They're here to move freight. So whatever works, whatever pulls is good enough for them. I do believe I hear something in the far distance. So give it probably another, I would say maybe another 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not too sure. 5 or 10 minutes, I would say. And then he'll be here. That is Track View East, for those of you wondering. And if I spin around, this is Track View West towards Butler. This is a westbound train, so he will be coming from this direction right here, which makes for a good vantage point. It's very overgrown behind me, so it's not good to videotape it eastbound, at least from where I'm standing right now in this spot. The view is kind of obstructed by the trees, especially in the summertime, so. Should hear him coming. We have a couple crossings east of us, so I should get a little notice about when that's going to happen, but I'll let you know. Yeah, to the east of us is Oakland, next town over. Nice trestle there, a big rail fan spot to video and record and take stills from. But I've done the shot so many times, and it too is, well, it's a little easier to get back on the road from there than from where I am now because the highway is much closer. But, you know, it's just, I like the crossing aspect of it. I like the traffic being stopped, so I tend to favor crossings at grade where I film at. Looks like we have 3 people in the live feed. We were up to 8 at one point, so hopefully they'll come back when the action starts. We'll just sit back. You should be here momentarily. A very hot and humid day out today. I mean, it's damn near 90 degrees with about 200% humidity. The first somewhat sunny day we've had in a while. You can see the storm clouds are starting to move in over here because we're supposed to get some pretty major thunderstorms tonight. It has been raining almost nonstop for the past week, some form or another. Including this morning, it was raining. And then it cleared up during the middle of the day, and then it's supposed to start again. So, wasn't raining yet, so I figured I'd venture out, film the train in the spot, live stream it, and then head back home for the day. So we have a pretty good vantage point looking east. I can see him coming for a couple minutes before he gets here, which is nice. So when he approaches, I will move over to the side a little. I don't want to be too close to the tracks right now. And then we'll film him on slightly of an angle, but you'll still get a good shot of it. If you look across the street, that is the antique Susquehanna Caboose 0111, which has been in Pompton Lakes for decades now. In fact, I had heard a rumor that the town was trying to get rid of it because it was an eyesore and they wanted maybe to develop that land a little better, put more parking there, whatnot. Someone told me once that they'd offered to sell it for a penny, but you had to pay for the transportation costs to get it out of there. So I don't know if that's true, but that caboose has been there for a while. It's boarded up. It's chained off. They have all kinds of no trespassing signs all over it, which is a shame. I guess they don't want people climbing on it. Last time I filmed over there, there was about 6 active wasp nests built all around that caboose. So if you're going to venture over there, I would just be a little careful. You might have some visitors. Looks like we're up to 6 people now viewing the live stream, so don't be afraid or ashamed. Say hello. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see if I can answer them to the best of my ability while we're waiting for the train to arrive. I don't like this live stream orientation that you're kind of forced to use on YouTube. I don't like this vertical filming. It's terrible for the aspect ratio. You should be filming, everybody should be filming horizontally. It's a pet peeve of mine when I see people holding a phone like this, but the last feed I did, I don't know what happened. I thought I had changed it to horizontal, and when I was viewing it, it was horizontal, but when I uploaded, it wasn't horizontal, and you were looking at it on a 90-degree angle, or a 45-degree angle. It was impossible to watch. I ended up deleting it. But it should be getting close now, I would say within the next couple minutes. I don't know if there was a heat patrol tonight. That's a good question. It certainly was hot and humid enough to warrant one. And the train is leaving a little late, but I just got here maybe 20 minutes ago. So if there was a heat patrol, he's probably long gone, well ahead of me by now. All right, so welcome to all of you that have joined. If you just joined, I am at Pompton Lakes waiting for the SU-99. It is Wednesday, June 18th of 2025, 2 days before my birthday. So birthday shout out to myself. Train should be here momentarily. I would say within a couple minutes, tops. We will see him approaching from a distance, and we will hear him blowing for the Schuyler Ave grade crossing, which is one crossing east of me. So we'll have plenty of notice when he is in the area. If anybody knows when this crossing was worked on, this signal here is new, or at least new to me. Let me know in the comments when they installed it. They took out the mechanical bell, which sucks because I hate electronic bells, but it's not about what you like when you work for the railroad. It's about what's functional. There's almost no maintenance on an electronic bell as opposed to a mechanical bell, so I totally understand why they do it. It's just not the same in my view. All right, if you just joined the channel, say hello. Well, let me know where you're joining from and how you came across the feed. So I want to know if these are all group members and locals that are joined, or if the channel is being promoted kind of across the country or across the globe. I'd like to know that. All right, I'm pretty sure I just heard him in the distance, although there is a lot of background noise. So he should be here momentarily. If anyone has seen him so far, points east of here, if you could let me know in the comments how big of a train he is, I'd be interested in knowing. I know they ran one on Monday, which is, this is kind of an off day for them. Typically when they run twice a week, it'll be Tuesday, Thursday. And if they run 3 times a week, it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So since they ran one Monday, I'm wondering if traffic is up and they're back to 3 times a week, at least temporarily. I know summer is their busy time because of all the construction debris that they haul. So I'm sure they're getting a lot of C&D cars. Plus they got that new customer in Narrowsburg now, the SRS low-sided green gondolas. They'll be at the front of the train if there are any. There usually are. They'll be dropped in, I believe, Narrowsburg. And we have a headlight. The train is approaching. I'm going to back off, so stay tuned. You can see him coming in the distance, and he'll be here in just a minute. SU-99 is approaching. Crossing will activate in about 1 minute or so. Live action from the Chases on DVDs, live Pompton Lakes, New Jersey for SU-99 on June 18th, 2025. Sit back and enjoy. Train will be here any second now. SU99, Pompton Lake, 6:40 p.m. All right, and that's going to do it for the live feed tonight. 65 cars, slightly above average. If everyone could subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. As for now, have a great night, and I hope you enjoyed the feed.